Girl, Ariana showed up today! Episode opens up with Lisa talking about them damn dogs, and I don't care. But what I do care about is Katie coming over talking about the new Sir dresses. Praise the Lord. I am so happy that Lisa is getting rid of those bad Charlotte Russe bodycon dresses that they wear at Sir. But I'm a little disappointed because I feel like she's giving them like a Instagram dress upgraded model of the one that she is getting rid of. So I'm hoping it's a better quality and not tacky. Come on, Lisa. You are charging people $40 a plate at Sir and having their meals served by some chicks from the Valley in bad bodycon dresses. Do better. Do better, Vanderpump. Then we're back at Sir, and Lala confronts Tom and Ariana. She wants to talk to them about Sonoma. She apologizes, but Tom and Ariana are holding on to this attitude. And I'm like, I get that you planned this whole weekend, and one person didn't show up, and somebody else could have went in their place. I get you being upset, but it's like, dude, let it go. They're holding on to this attitude. And I'm like, wait, did you pay for the ticket? Because I thought that Bravo paid for this stuff. But if you paid for it, I can kind of understand the attitude. But it's like, whoo, y'all really holding on to this little chip on your shoulder. She then shows up and like inserts herself into the conversation. And she's sitting there and she's commenting with her eyes. Lala is better than me because I would have shut that down. I would have said, excuse me, little girl, maybe you need to move because I'm having a conversation with these two. Lala tries to do it, but, Sheena still bucks up and, Lala folds. Man, we got to get a new girl on here with a backbone. No shade, Lala. This show just isn't for you. Anyway, Sheena drops this line about why she's being involved in this conversation. Because they are my best friends. Sheena, everybody is your best friend. It don't work like that. This is your problem in life. You make everybody your best friend and you never pick a side. That's not how it works. You can't be sweet and ma. You have to pick a side, right or wrong. You're always trying to be best friends with everybody and everybody ends up not liking you because you seem hella fake. Then we get to this scene with Kristen and her sketch comedy troupe. No, thank you. I didn't need this. I'm sorry, but this was very uncomfortable to watch. It was just so cringeworthy. You know what? But bravo to them for getting up there and doing it because it's very hard to perform in front of people. So you guys got the balls. Now you just need to get the... I'm not gonna say it! But, oh, that was hard to watch. While Kristen's sketch comedy troupe is performing, they have like this little skit about penises. And one of the penises that they show is Jax's penis. This really bothered me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm a good person. No, seriously, I was really bothered by that because I'm just like, you showed a person's genitals to an audience of people. And I don't normally side with Jax because he's messy. However, I saw his face when they showed his penis. I mean, oh my gosh, I just felt so bad for the dude because not only is your genitals being showed, it's being showed to a group, the crowd full of people that you don't know, and it's being like made fun of, like it's the butt of like a joke. Oh, that was horrible. And I have to be real here. If the tables were turned and it was Jax doing some comedy skit and showing one of the cast members' body parts, or even just any woman, there would have been a change.org petition going around to get him kicked off the show. We would have dragged him on Twitter and all types of social media. He would have been called every kind of pervert and, pre-rapist, like everything. Everything would have been said about that dude. But because it's like a woman that's showing a dude's penis, it's a joke. And it's just not, because I'm telling you guys, if you have it on your DVR, go back and watch his face when he realized it was his penis. First he was like, haha, then he was like, oh, that is a violation. It's a violation all across the board. It's a violation of friendship. And poor Farmville Brittany, oh my goodness, she was like, that better not be your dick. It's not funny, but she was so hurt by that. But I will say this. Props to you, Brittany, for recognizing your man's penis like from 15 feet away on an 8x11 piece of paper. Girl, you have spent some time down there. Because, I mean, you looked at that and you said, oh, that's mine. Like, you knew that was your man's penis. Props to you, sis. And Jax, you're nasty. Because for that girl to recognize that penis, that means you have got her doing all kinds of stuff to your little genitals. Oh, my goodness, you are so nasty. But, Brittany, you better work, sis. Ah! Stassi and Kristen come over to Jax and Brittany's apartment because they want to just give like a preview or like review the podcast that Jax did with Stassi. And this scene really wasn't important, but I wanted to talk about it because I'm just like, Jax had to feel like the man. Like, he was sitting there in a room, you know, talking about his penis with women that he has slept with. And I mean, you know, I'm not going to rate anybody, but they are good, you know, they're some good looking women. No, they're all good looking. I'm not going to do that. You know, okay? So I'm just like, this dude probably had to feel like the man just sitting there talking about his junk with some broads that he slayed. Say what you want about Jax, but he can get them panties off. I don't know how he does it. I don't understand it. It ain't my taste. It ain't my forte. It's not my lane. But he can get the women's to drop the draws. Wow. It gotta be LA. Because I can't see him slaying on the East Coast. I don't see it. Lala going over to James's place to just hang out, I guess. And this was out of the entire time that Lala has been on Vanderpump Rules. This is the first time I haven't liked her. Like, I was so, like, what she was giving me in this scene, I was like, ooh, honey, don't get too beside yourself. So anyway, she comes over and meets with James, and he offers her ice cream. Oh, because he's trying not to drink. She like scolds him for not drinking or whatever and not popping bottles. And I'm like, if he's telling you that he has a problem and so he's trying to get clean and cut back and not do all of that, you, if you're a friend, should be celebrating that and trying to encourage him to stay on this track. Not trying to get him to drink in the middle of the day. Y'all too young to be getting wasted like this so early. Anyway, that's like some, you know, 60-year-old retiree drinking. Anyway, so then James tries to, you know, find out more about this boyfriend. And I guess, I don't understand. I don't have friendships like this. I don't know why people are so concerned about Lala's boyfriend. Is he really doing something? See, this is the thing. The viewers don't know if this guy is being abusive to her. So if the guy is being abusive or manipulative or changing her, I can understand James being concerned. However, as a viewer, I don't see any of that. So it just seems like you're being really newsy and being a baby because she doesn't want to share that part of her life with you. Maybe she doesn't want to share it because you got a gossiping problem, like we'll see later on in the episode. So I can understand that. However, Lala quickly turned me off from her when she was talking about, a couple of friends and I are getting together and we're going to take a helicopter to Malibu. Girl, sit down. Don't play. Do not play like you got this money. It's his money. Stop. And then James tries to like talk about people who are annoyed with her and she's just like, I don't understand you people. Like, this is normal for LA. Like, it's normal for a woman, if she's pretty, to get on a private jet. It's like nothing to do in LA. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be real here. It's easy for a hoe to get on the jet. Now, if you have been following me, you know I'm pro-ho. But let me tell you something. You're not getting on no dude's jet and you not banging. Okay? You sucking that dude off from LA to Vegas. That's some whole moves. So don't sit up there and act like it's easy to get on a private jet. Like dudes is just throwing out private jet trips to any chick on a block in LA. No, you gonna do some things to get on that jet. You going to do some things to get that bag. You going to do some things to live in that little Malibu mansion. But if you do or if you don't, it's your prerogative and your business. And don't sit up there and shame another woman because she's not sucking old balls balls to get on the jet to go to wherever you trying to go to. Don't play them games, honey, because we know how women get on them jets. Unless you Oprah, you going down on a dude. So stop it. You not like Lala. Honey, I like you, but don't sit up here and play like just because your pretty guys are throwing you this stuff. Come on. Sugar babies are about to be damn near legit. So ain't nobody shaming you for that. But what you're not going to do is try to play the viewers and everybody else and try to look down on people because they're not living this lavish lifestyle. It's not your coinage. It's some old dude that is supplying you this money. That's your business and that's your prerogative. But don't try to put other people down because they not doing, the stuff that you're doing, because word on the street is, and from your own mouth, you'll be licking men's anuses to get this stuff. Did y'all see the episode when she was talking about she licked her boyfriend's anus? Listen, if you want to lick anus, fine, but let's be real, that's how you got on that jet. Don't play us. So let's stop acting all high and mighty, sweetie, because at the end of the day, when that dude is done with you and he feels like he wants all that stuff back, that's his. He can take that stuff back and you'll be back to middle class life, probably being a hostess at another damn restaurant or shucking and jiving and giving people fries at the next Chick-fil-A that they build on Sunset. So don't do that, because that life can be taken away in a second and you will be humbled. Now, I've been on your side this whole time, but just because you're getting a couple little Birkin bags, don't start to puff your chest up like you're better than everybody else, because honey, like I said before, that ain't your coins. That ain't your money. And truth be told, if he married, that wife gonna come after you. See, that's what they do out in LA. Them rich wives come after the mistress and win. You better check the whole log books. These hoes is getting sued today. This is why I always say, ladies, get your own money. Because at the end of the day, when it's your money, it's your stuff, a man can't come in and repossess your life because it's your coins, okay? So Lala, if that's your money, then you can you can puff your chest up because, honey, you worked. You did what you had to do to get your things. But now it's not on somebody else's dime. I hate for you to be humbled like that. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope you humble yourself, because when you get humbled by other forces and everybody can see it, you're going to play yourself and you're going to feel real dumb. So come off that high horse and just chill. You don't got to tell nobody your business, but you also ain't better than nobody. Stassi and Kristen meets with James because they want to get some tea on Lala to destroy her. If you are new here, please be forewarned, because I'm about to turn all the way up. This scene pissed me off. I'm so disgusted by these two. I've been disgusted by them before. Even Kristen the most. You know what I mean? I've given Stassi a little leeway because I like the way she reads people. But today, I am done with the both of them. This was disgusting. Anyway, they meet with James to get some intel on Lala because they hate her and they want to destroy her. Dumb, naive James is already hip to their game, but he still gives them the tea on Lala, like some vital information. See, young people, this is why you don't date older people, because they manipulate your minds for information. Those women don't like James. They even said it in their confessional, but they used him to get some information and then they threw him away. Beware them little old hags that's trying to hang around young balls. They dangerous. Naive James tells them that there's some NDA that he had to sign, or that he was supposed to sign, to go to Coachella because Lala's boyfriend paid for them to go to Coachella or whatever. And there was an NDA going around and he alluded to the fact that maybe Tom and Ariana signed it. Who in the hell cares? First of all, if you have to sign an NDA, well, his money, his rules. You coming in, you living in his place, you doing whatever the hell you want, and you're going to Coachella for free. All you had to do was sign the NDA. Send it to me. I sign it. Dear witches of Eastwick, y'all are so damn tired and jealous. It is beyond pathetic. You all have 10 to maybe 13 years on this girl, and you are doing whatever you can to destroy her. What are you mad about? Are you mad that she can pull a rich guy? Is that what you're mad about? Are you mad about her perky boobs or her slim waist? What is it? You guys are so ridiculous. You're so pressed to bring down this child. It is unnerving. I don't understand why you can't just look at her, help her, and guide her. That's what older women do. You reach back and you help the younger. You give advice. You let them know how things are supposed to go. Maybe you guys were in predatory relationships with older dudes. Maybe you guys have some vital advice to give to her instead of hating on this little girl. Now, I get that Lala is 22. However, you guys are in your early to mid 30s. She a little girl to you. You know, you got 10 years, almost damn near 15 years on her. She's a little girl to you. You're supposed to be empowering her, encouraging her, helping her with some tips, not hating on her. I mean, as an older woman, you should be insulted that anybody would even think that you would have beef with somebody that's 22. It's so upsetting. It shows how little you have going on in your life, because I'm telling you, a woman in her 30s ain't got time to be worried about the cares of a little girl, of some 22-year-old kid that just got out of high school 4 years ago. Damn, that's true. Somebody who just got out of high school 4 years ago got you in your mid-30 behind pressed? What are you doing? A woman in her 30s is worrying about being a boss. She's worried about her insurance because she's not young enough to be on her parents' insurance, okay? She's worried about her womb and if she's going to get pregnant and get this dude that she with some kids. She's worrying about traveling and, putting on a girls' trip. And, she's worried about her freaking metabolism because it ain't the same. She don't snap back like she used to snap back at 22. Maybe that's what you're upset about. You're upset about the snap back because a lot of you girls haven't snapped back, and I've been watching this since season 1. Maybe that's the problem. The metabolism? The Range Rover? Y'all are so petty and disgusting. And I cannot believe that you're allowing yourself to be played like this on national TV. If I had issues with Lala, you would never know. I would try to make another storyline because you guys are looking like fools. Old fools. You're supposed to know better. You're supposed to be doing better. 30s is the time when you make it happen. That's when you're supposed to be having a good time with your girlfriends, not crying over what some 22-year-old girl said. I wish I would let some 22-year-old girl get me off of my fabulous square. Honey, please. Not today, not now, and not ever will I let some kid in their freaking early 20s stress me out. What? Y'all better get it together. Come to think of it, I've realized that you guys have an age problem. You need to grow the hell up. Now, I'm not saying that being in your 30s, you got to be living this old monotalk life. But I'm saying there's a problem, because if Brittany is considered one of your good girlfriends and she's damn near the same age as Lala, something is wrong. Y'all don't have anything in common besides a vagina. If you are finding yourself having close relationships with somebody that's like 10 to 15 years younger than you, there's a problem. There's a maturity problem there. There should be like big sister relationship kind of going on. You could still laugh and kiki and have a good time, but if she considers you guys like her best friends and she's like 22, something's wrong. Y'all all got a problem. Y'all mix genitals and ages too much. There needs to be a level of maturity here that all of you need to take a dose of, because there's a problem. Because I have no idea how you heifers have the time to hate on this chick with all the stuff that you're supposed to be having going on. Like, what are you guys waiting for? You waiting for the 40s? Is that when you're trying to get your lives together in your 40s? Because all of you have these lives like you're fresh out of college. Y'all better pick it up. Time is a wasting. Then Brittany's mom, I've calmed down now. Then Brittany's mother comes to visit, and I'm telling you, she is, Kentucky, because she is trying to I feel like she's trying to force Christianity and wholesomeness on Jax. And I'm like, ma'am, your daughter maybe tried to make you believe that she was this wholesome girl, but honey, check the tapes of this show, because she is getting dicked down by Jax every day. With all due respect, Ma, he is in them guts on a daily basis. So trying to ask him to pull out and sprinkle some Jesus on your daughter's coochie because you want him to honor her and give her this ring and give her these kids, it's too late. They're already living in sin. Let them flourish. Let them flourish. He has sealed the deal already, so you have to pull back on the Holy Redeemer rhetoric, because it's not going to work. You know what I mean? They've already lived, they're already living a certain life, so you can't try to come out and try to bring Kentucky over this LA relationship, because that's what it is. LA relationship. Katie's bridal shower. You know, it's everything that I expected it to be. Catered by Taco Bell. Yep. People are arriving. It's the beginning stages of it. Lisa comes from, her castle in Beverly Hills to come and slum it down, or whatever valley this is, with the commoners at Katie's bridal shower. And while she's there, she runs into Brittany and her mom, and they have this conversation about Jax, and the mother wants, Jax to be a pope. You know what I mean? Like, she just wants this guy to be, like, super saved and marry her daughter. And Lisa and I are not convinced. Ma'am, I don't think it's going to happen. Jax is very fine with the relationship the way it is. And, Brittany, if she had standards, she should have stuck by them. You know what I mean? She's already given this dude everything that he wants. So marriage probably won't happen. Them kids will. The amount of sex that they have, because if you can recognize a man's penis from that far away on a little piece of paper, they have a lot of sex. So at some point, them condoms ain't gonna work, and he gonna slip up, and he gonna shoot a couple promise keepers, and they gonna get in that womb, and there's gonna be some babies, but I don't know about marriage. I just don't know if he's the marrying kind. So Brittany's mama, let it go. Let it go. And stop that tanning, sis. That can't be healthy. And did you see Lisa's southern accent, her little impersonation of how a southern person speaks in her little confessional? It was horrible. But I will say this. That is exactly how, Europeans think that Americans speak. Like, they all give us a southern accent. Ask any of your British friends to, do an American accent, and they'll do their best John Wayne. And I'm like, you think we all talk like that, even the black people? And then they'll do this. They'll do a John Wayne and then add a yo, and it's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. So then the moment we have all been waiting for, the bitter broads of Sir try to confront Ariana about Lala in this Coachella gate, in this phantom NDA that she may or may have not signed, and it doesn't go in their favor. Those girls trying to confront Ariana was such a fail. It was a big mistake. Huge. Katie, at her bridal shower, tries to guilt Ariana into telling her, because Stassi doesn't believe that she didn't sign the NDA, and so Katie tries to come in with the guilt. Why are you guys so worried about it? Y'all need something to do. And you know what? No, I'm not going to say that anymore, because it doesn't matter, because Katie has something to do. A wedding. And at her bridal shower, she's concerned about Lala. How miserable of a person do you have to be at your bridal shower? A day where you are being celebrated by all of the women that you love in your life. You find time in that moment to tear down another woman. Something in the water ain't clean. So Stassi won't let it go. She is dogmatic about finding out if Ariana and Tom signed this NDA. And then this gem of a scene happens. So Stassi is just why would you be here to celebrate your friends? Oh no, before that, she said something about fighting with the friends, and Ariana's I don't fight with my friends. And Stassi was just then what are you doing here? And Ariana's because I care about Katie. I don't give a F about you. I almost dropped my drink. I was sitting there having a good time, just laughing. And when Ariana came at Stassi like that, I was like, ooh, girl, the season has changed. Stassi's face was everything. I think at this moment she realized that she can't bully Ariana like she can do to mother heifers. She realized that she was not the one to mess with, because she came with this. That was so rude. And Ariana was like, well, I don't really give a F. Sorry. I was just where did this hood, Compton Ariana come from? Because she was just I don't care. She was bucking up at somebody's bridal shower. I'm sorry. That's what hood women do. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't think that somebody like Ariana will pop off like that. But I was oh girl, it's a sister in her group of friends or somebody, because I've never seen her pop off like that. After that, Poor Stassi, her feelings were hurt, so she did a KK and stormed out of the door. She probably went in her car and cried for a minute because Ariana was not having it, and Stassi couldn't shake her. And I think that was good for Stassi to have somebody like that challenge her and not back down, because she's probably had that her whole life, but she's probably went up against people who she knew that she could break. Ariana was not that. She was not the one. Not today. She came for her jugular and didn't care. And she just like went on with the rest of the bridal shower. I was just like, Ariana, yes! I could definitely see myself hanging with her. This is why. Not because she butts up at bridal showers. I think that's tacky. Like, I would never do that. You know what I mean? I would probably take somebody out into, like, the parking garage and have a little argument, but nobody would see me get into a fight. Like, I'm just, I'm too bougie for that. But I can see myself hanging out with her. She just seems so chill and so cool, and she's kind of like, I feel like we have like the same kind of community, because I have more guy friends than I have girlfriends. No, I have nothing against women. I'm a huge supporter of women. I just, I'm not that girly. So I feel like some women can't like really relate to me, because I'm just not, like, I'm a glitter queen. You know what I mean? I have my moments, but a lot of the times I'm just chill, and I don't do a lot of the drama that I think that female relationships have. That if you're a girly kind of girl, you can deal with. I'm just not like that. I'm also like an introvert, so it's just like my limit. I get done with people really, really quickly, and I need to like replenish again. So I couldn't see myself like being in those type of relationships, like the Witches of Eastwick. I could never see myself in anything like that. So I more or less hang with the guys. So I feel like Ariana is like that in a way, and I feel like she's such a chill girl. Like, I could see myself hanging with somebody like that. But she would have to get rid of the grossness, because that drinking wine, spit, and eating butt steaks, say that for your boys that you hang out with, because I could never. Like, I can get lady real quick, okay? I prefer being like a chill chick, but I can get lady, because you're not feeding me no butt steak. That's too far. While this is going on, Sheena is standing right there watching the whole thing. And I'm telling you, I know that she wished she could have stood up to Stassi like Ariana just did. I knew like that she was cheering for her, but she didn't want to come off, like she wanted to come off neutral, because she didn't want the Witches of Eastwick to turn on her and kick her out of the wedding, because Sheena just has to be in this wedding. She would probably do just about anything to stay in this wedding and loyal to these chicks. But Sheena, listen, you got a good friend in Ariana. I'm gonna get it right one of these reviews, but you have a good friend in her. I don't know why you need to be friends with those other girls. Glean from her, get your strength, get your backbone, and you two become a force as Sir, because you really don't need those other girls. I don't know why you waste your time. They're so miserable and catty. They tear each other down. That is not a group of girls you should want to be in or aspire to be a part of. Stick with Ariana and get free. That was where the episode ends, and then we get this bomb remaining of the season preview. I feel like Bravo gave us that because we were all so pissed about Summer House Rules. So they gave us that because they knew they had to do something to keep us, because we were not having it. Anyway, the remainder of the season, girl, it's gonna be good. Ariana, you're asserting your opinion as if I care. Oh, so her and Stassi are going to go back and forth. Katie is going to try to kick Ariana out of the wedding. James does something and he screams, "You're all a bunch of losers." I don't know what happened, but it seems like he was drunk. Poor thing. Then Brittany's mama tries to come for Jackson. It's like, there's rumors that you're a homosexual. Listen, I'm so here for the rest of this season. Bravo did good with this show. It is so tacky. It is so messy. It is so ratchet. It is so dramatic. And I, as a viewer, love it. I get my life when I watch this show. Take notes, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. These kids, they bring it. Every time I tune in, I'm like, oh, here goes some more mess. They are a mess. Y'all need to take note and stop being so high and mighty and learn from Vanderpump Rules how to give us a good show. Okay? So anyway, that's where that that's where it ended. I will be tuning in next week and I'll be reviewing then. If you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm having such a good time. Like I said it in one of my other videos, I started doing this because I wanted to basically see like how my jokes hit. If you don't know, I do like improv and comedy and acting, and I just wanted to see like how my jokes were landing off of an audience. But I've been having a good time. You guys give great feedback. You give a different perspective. Like I'm also doing this because this is one of my favorite shows and I'm a fan of it, and I would love to build a community of people who enjoy watching it as well. So I every time I do this, I have such a great time, and you guys are so supportive. So thank you. I will see you next week. Love ya. Mwah.